Hey, it's Carissa from Fender, and I want to show you one of my favorite interiors we've ever done. The customer's name is Steve Horn. He is an amazing custom bike builder. This is like really sick. This is one of the best ones that we've done. So obviously the first thing that you see in here is this bench seat. It's beautiful. Apex leather, and you know what? I'm actually gonna throw in as much info as I can here. We get calls all the time for questions. What's inside this truck, that truck, bare metal truck. So I'm going to try and give as much information as I can. So you might hear some likes and ums, but you know what? We're here. I'm just gonna give you what I got. So this is our bench seat. You can customize it in the way that if you wanted to do a flat bench seat with no bolsters, that's what these are. You could do that. This obviously has the bolsters in it with the patterned inserts. We actually worked with Apex Leather. They were kind enough to work with us with this perforated diamond stitch. They CNC stitched that for us, and we upholstered the rest. So these colors are called, I believe, Saddle or Saddle and Saloon. We got these seat belts from Seatbelt Planet. Obviously it just contrasts, looks beautiful there. Here on the carpet is also Apex Leather. Actually, it's their carpet edition. You'll notice down on this floor we have some billet inlays, which actually brings you over to the door panels as well. Kind of got a lot of details in this, so if you are looking at our door panels, you do get to customize in the way that you can see here that at the very bottom he's got the carpet there. We've got the perforated leather to the right. So we can kind of do a little bit of customizations there. What is definitely customized for this truck is these door handles and the window crank. And it obviously ties into the whole hot rod steampunk kind of aesthetic, which I mentioned is into. So he was actually into the bobber style. So it is a little bit of almost like the steampunk timeless, but the whole vibe is to take away anything that's unnecessary. You can see that it is pretty simple. So I'm gonna be careful and come in here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my feet out of here so that I can preserve it, but I will sit so I can show you that it is very comfortable. So the bolsters kind of hug you in. I'm 5'2", so this is a little steep for me to drive. I would need it to be a little bit closer, but you know. Another thing inside here to notice is this is all original dash. This entire truck is all original metal. That's one of the coolest things about it. It's completely bare, and obviously since there's no Bondo or paint, we have nothing to hide behind. Tons of craftsmanship inside and out. But all this molding you see on the side, the whole cab, cowl pieces, the hood, fenders, they're all 100% what they were. So it's pretty cool that we are keeping the spirit and the history of this truck alive. You can even see there was literally hundreds of hours that went into all of the pieces in this truck, but even with all of that, there's still some blemishes in there. But that is kind of a choice that we did to kind of like keep the history of it and show that it's not completely brand new. It does have a history and it was brought back to life, if you will. These are Detroit steel wheels. They're nickel plated. Steve is really into nickel, actually. So anything on here that looks like it might be chrome, it is not. It is actually nickel. Yeah, super cool, very detailed. It actually looks amazing in the sun right now, which is why we're out here doing a photo shoot. But all those nickel, like the slight golden sepia tone underneath, it like really brings the life of this truck out, especially against the stainless steel. So it looks amazing, beautiful. Anyway, back inside here. Okay, if you're wondering, this is a 30-inch Flaming River steering column. This is a floor shift, so that's what this is. I believe it's a 2-inch drop, also from Flaming River, and then we have a floor mount here that is also from Flaming River. All those things are on our website, so if you need any of those, we even have a steering linkage kit if you need that. So all of those things are on the website, fatfender.com. Spark steering wheel on top of here. This one is called, I believe, a Righteous is the model that this is. Obviously, it matches the hot rod style, so pretty cool there. And then it is leather wrapped by Adrian at Steering Wheel Art. So he does a fantastic job. It looks amazing. This thread there looks great. But yeah, we use Spark steering wheels quite often. They look amazing. And obviously this one like tied the whole look together. Totally matches the whole hot rod steampunk vibe. Down here we have these low car pedals. This is a low car shifter. Like I said, it's a floor shift, which is pretty fun. We also incorporated a little bit of that rivet kind of style. This is not a style that we would do normally, but of course it totally matches here. Another cool little detail that I didn't even know until I came in here was that it has a magnetized saddlebag. So, and then actually let's look in here. Because it has, for the stacker, it has 8 of these little covers that we made for the stacker. So, pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything else in here. And a little lock. But that just magnets right on there, and it's like perfectly matches, of course, and it looks amazing. We got classic instrument gauges here. We usually use Dakota Digital, but obviously this more of the vintage vibe matched the truck a little bit better. Inside of here, we all actually, I almost forgot. So behind the bench seat, we have a speaker and sub enclosure. This truck's audio sounds so awesome, and it's just two 8-inch speakers and it has a sub in the middle. Totally matches all of that. These we are going to start selling on our website as well, so keep an eye out for that. We've got sub enclosures for, I know we have a fridge truck one that I've seen a C10 one in the in-house that I've seen, so we have a couple ones that are coming out. And then above me, this is also a new thing that we have, is we have fiberglass headliners and back panels. We have a couple different versions. I know for a fact that we have ones for big windows and small windows, and then you'll have a back panel piece here. So right now we have those for 53 to 56, and those are going to be on our website as well, so upcoming. One thing to note though, if you do get a full kit with us and you want to get the headliner and the back panel, we are actually not able to wrap that for you. I mean, these trucks are really unique, and also they're 7 years old, so these headliners are going to be a little unique to your truck. So it's best if we ship it to you, you fit it into your vehicle, you know where to shave it off, and then you wrap it yourself or find somebody that can wrap it for you. But we can still send it out for you with the rest of your kit, and we can supply the material for you, and you can find somebody that can wrap that for you. But just something to know. And then over here, we've got our kick panels. These are actually very special because if you look down here, there is a little hula girl. So the story behind that is that we were in our old shop. Steve came in and he had a little hula girl on a bobblehead one, and he said it actually came on the truck on the dash, and he said that when we return it, that we need to put it on there for him. So we are obviously going to do that. I think it's on Jason's desk, so we're gonna go find that. But we also put this little homage to that, so we thought that was kind of sweet, and hopefully he likes it too. I think he does, but I think he already knows about it, but it's still pretty cool. This is all the original dash you'll see, but obviously we didn't want to cut into that, which thankfully we didn't have to because we have our AC valance. It adds about, I think it's like a little bit over 4-inch extender for your dash, so you don't have to cut into your original dash. Obviously nobody wants to do that. These vents specifically are the nanos from Restomod. They're very small. I think they're the smallest ones that they offer. We've got Restomod knobs in here, billet knobs, wipers, and lights. But other than that, it's pretty clean. We don't have really anything else on there, and that's on purpose. We try to keep this with the style. So anyway, I hope that I remembered everything. I know this is a little bit casual, but we only have a couple days left of this truck, so I figured we would throw something up there for you guys. We really appreciate Steve for letting us bring this creation to life. This is easily one of the most lively trucks that we've built, so we love it and think it's gorgeous, and we're really excited for him. So like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. We post a lot there. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, all the places, you know the drill. If you're looking for any of the parts that I just talked about or anything, you can find those at fatfender.com, or you can give us a call, 480-621-6072, and we'll be able to help you out. All right, thanks for watching.